Have you ever ordered food late at night? You hear the doorbell, grab your meal, and think nothing of it. But what if the person delivering that meal simply vanished into thin air? Tonight, we're diving into a chilling case that will make you rethink your next midnight snack order. This is the story of Evan Brooks, a food courier in Toronto, who disappeared after one final, unsettling delivery. It was April 14th, 2022, a Thursday night just like any other. Evan was wrapping up his shift, looking forward to heading home. Then, at 1:38 a.m., a last-minute order pinged on his phone. It seemed simple enough. One burger, one soda. But there were two strange details. First, the payment method was cash only. Second, the delivery address was a condo unit in a building that was mostly vacant, scheduled for a major renovation. Evan accepted the order, probably thinking it was just one more quick drop-off before calling it a night. He picked up the food and rode his bike to the condo building. As he walked down the eerily quiet hallway, something felt off. He pulled out his phone and sent a text to his girlfriend. The message was short, but it sends a shiver down your spine. It read, "Weird smell, like bleach." That was the last message anyone ever received from him. Security cameras in the building's lobby captured the last known images of Evan. The footage shows him walking in, his delivery bag slung over his shoulder and his helmet tucked under his arm. He enters the elevator, and the doors slide shut. The camera records him getting out on the correct floor and walking down the corridor, and then nothing. He was filmed entering the building, but no camera ever caught him leaving. He just disappeared. Around 2 a.m., just a little while after Evan would have arrived at the unit, a neighbor living on the floor below reported hearing a strange noise. They described it as a heavy, dragging sound, like something being pulled across a bare concrete floor. At the time, they dismissed it, maybe assuming it was just early construction work starting, but in hindsight, that sound takes on a much more sinister meaning. When Evan didn't return home, his girlfriend grew frantic. She called him over and over, but his phone went straight to voicemail. The next morning, she reported him missing. Police were dispatched to the condo unit, the destination of his last delivery. When they got the door open, what they found inside was deeply disturbing. The apartment was completely empty. No furniture, no boxes, no signs of anyone living there. It had been stripped bare, ready for renovation. And here's the most unsettling part. The entire unit had been wiped clean. Forensics couldn't find a single fingerprint, not even a partial one. It was as if a ghost had been living there. But there was one thing left behind. Sitting on the stark empty kitchen counter was the food delivery bag. Inside, the burger was still there, untouched, and eerily, it was still warm. The paper wrapper was soaked through with grease. The soda sat next to it, condensation beading on the cup. It was a bizarre, silent testament that someone had been expecting Evan, that this whole order was a setup. But for what? And by whom? The police launched a full-scale investigation. They searched the building from top to bottom, combing through every vacant unit, every storage locker, every inch of the parking garage. They found nothing. It was as if Evan Brooks had walked into that apartment and simply ceased to exist. A few days later, a city worker made a discovery that added another layer of mystery to the case. While cleaning out a storm drain a few blocks away from the condo, they found a smartphone. It was battered and the screen was cracked, but it was Evan's. The police managed to power it on, hoping to find clues in his last calls or messages. What they found was something far more chilling. There was one unsent voice memo, recorded in the final moments of his life. It wasn't a message, there were no words. It was just the sound of panicked, heavy breathing, followed by the distinct, metallic click of a door locking. And then, silence. What happened to Evan Brooks in that empty condo? The bleach smell? The vacant unit? The cash-only order? The dragging sounds? And that final terrifying voice memo? All points to a meticulously planned abduction. But the questions remain. Who placed the order? Why target a random food courier? And where is Evan Brooks? 2 years have passed, and his family is still searching for answers. The case remains open, a haunting reminder of the darkness that can hide behind an ordinary door. What do you think happened that night? Is there a detail we missed? Let me know your theories in the comments below. These conversations can sometimes bring new light to a cold case. Thanks for watching, and if you find these stories important, please like this video and subscribe for more. Stay safe out there.